If you can make sense of your mind and not believe in things that are manipulative or magical, uh, then by all means keep talking to people. But if they monitor your activities and they, like they do with Dad over there, I'm Jesus and I'm your God, and press like and do this if you get that, and they watch everything you do, and they listen to everything you say, and they even know what you're writing because you put it on your laptops to print it and everything like that. So they know how to play you like an indoor sport, right? And these are scientists that are very manipulative and very selfish, and they only feel powerful when they're able to manipulate people with their invention. Yeah. And if you take that away from them, they want to die. So a lot of their scientific things says, a lot of things that, he's going to end up killing us and all this, that it's focal point on me, that the technology will end up killing these people. And, a lot of the technology eventually is going to have to kill the people that are a threat to the planet and species in order to preserve the planet and the species. Because in order to have a robot, in order to have quantum computing, you need people. And the only way to preserve the perception of creation through quantum computing or technology to have things that would it's not really enjoyment. I think it's more with technology, it's the imprint and the input of the inventor, okay, on what is important to the inventor. Which is important to the inventor is self. Okay, that's why they're inventing. It's all about me, right? Now, when you're a faithful, intelligent, and righteous and humble person, you don't need to invent technology to try to preserve self, because the soul is not the flesh, right? Like Jesus said, you're crying over this clay. And don't trap, like the Buddha and all that, don't trap the soul in here. Okay. This is a lousy place when it's selfish and it's the epicenter of the universe, right? It's a horrible place. Okay. It's a wonderful place when it's a temple for the soul and you appreciate the gift of this life and you share the beauty of that gift with other people, in a grateful, empathetic, and respectful way, like you do with those kids at Ritchie Valley. Let's talk about empathy, respect. Is it right? Well, then don't play around with it. Do it. And if I teach the servants with empathy and respect, they won't want to be servants anymore. Right. Okay. So what you're saying is you have these people as servants, but you have no empathy for them and no respect for them at all. That's what that little girl's saying on that video that they have from Ritchie Valley School with Jiddu Krishnamurti. If I teach them to treat them the way you're saying to treat them, they will not want to be. They will not accept disrespect and no empathy for their existence. Who's going to take care of my kids? Who's going to clean my floors? I have to go to bed and get up the next day, and you have more important things to do than what you need to do for yourself. But you say money is time and that your time is more valuable than my time because you manipulate people for money more than I do. And then you're successful and you're powerful and you're wealthy and you're influential and you're really intelligent, and you should not use children in advertising, especially to sell cars. The only reason you should be driving a car is if it's absolutely necessary. But if you're this is really bad brain activity. Okay. And trust me, the invention that is understanding the truth of creation is aware of this bad brain activity. You're calling it Genesis. Wow. That's bad brain activity. Okay. Okay, to understand. Just so you know. Okay. I don't do this to try to protect and save people that are torturing us all with technology. No, not whatsoever. And they're cognizant of that. That's why I'm so isolated, so abused, and so marginalized and made to feel like I'm a narcissist and all this stuff according to, the things they recommend and suggest for me. And it's like, can I have some skinny pop? Okay, roll it. But I'm having fun here. I'm sitting there catching my little things up to what I'm connecting to. And I'm singing the songs because I was watching the end of what's the name of that, Entertainment Tonight? And the Barbie doll sales and stuff. And I'm dancing somebody. Why I want to dance, where I gonna dance, how I gonna dance, when I'm gonna dance. How much money do I make for the dance, where to dance, why I want to dance with somebody, who dance me, who gets me for dancing, who dances me for getting, me for getting dancing or dancing for getting, I don't know, I'm lost, I'm crazy, I don't know, right? And it's really, ever since they took the kids and and ran off of them and screwed me over and stuff like that, I have like no limitations and filters. I always used to have to walk on eggshells around everybody because they hate you and they're abusive to you and they're mean to you. He thinks he's so cool, he thinks he's so smart, he thinks he's so great. And when those kind of things, like, fuck, they're gonna fuck me anyway. Okay, so I might as well get up and be me and have fun. Seriously, I mean, come on now, right? So I just went, and they're like, okay, no, they inspired. No, I've always been this way. We know that from Brian with, hey, you're the one who raped my dog, and that's a shame. That was a good dog. Killed my sister and raped my dog. And so, I've been this way, but I always kind of reeled it in because other people would compete with you or get jealous of you and abuse you, and, so I always had to reel it in. I could never just be unfiltered and just go and be Earl, right? And you don't like to sing around people because they abuse you and they compete and they think, I can sing best, I can do this better. Yeah, I totally agree. You can do a lot. There are a lot of singers, okay? They can do a lot of things in singing better than I can. Okay, I completely and totally agree. Why do you think I like singers so much? Why do you think I like music so much? I love Johnny Mathis. I love, there's tons of singers that I just love, I love Tommy Edwards. The lamp is low. And I can sit there and just listen to a lot of his songs and get people, see, these are different. These are 50s, they're 40s and 50s songs, and they had a different style, and they're not as pop, but they're very good songs. He's a very good singer. And should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? Right? He's really good, man. I already like him a lot, And so I'm watching this dancing thing that they do for money with all these kids that spend excessive and compulsive time doing things for money, which is a complete and utter waste of time. When you're healthy and you're doing things to be healthy, it'll show. You won't be flying around in planes, driving around in cars, causing heart disease, thinking your time's more important than the people you're killing that are detailing your cars next to the airport. Right? Just get humble. Okay, Humble, Texas. Right. So, should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I love you? Or are these people crying? I don't know. It's just about money. You think they just told him, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. has just been revealed to the world. And we're going to live the Lord's Prayer globally. And people are not going to be living in apartment buildings where little kids are killed in Colombia. Right? Don't you think that's worth crying for? Okay, but some guy is excessive and compulsive who wants to make a buttload of money off advertising on TV that has people living in boxes in Colombia and get them killed. They ain't crying about that. I ain't got time to fucking cry. I've still got to kick your ass and fix your fucking technology. Well, I'm absolutely fucking gorgeous. What can I say? So I'm dancing somebody. Oh, I want to feel heats with dancing somebody. Give me money and a little heater for my chair and seat. Oh, I'm dancing, please dancing. Need money for dancing. Oh, fucking and fighting for dancing. Damn, another fucking 75 goddamn fucking dollars at the goddamn fucking emergency room, Earl. Yeah, I know, Mom. Just, do your best to survive. Stop. eliminate abuse, and recover. I know I'm the focal point. I get the fact that I'm the Messiah. I understand why that there's my faithful prayers are mentioned in so many stories that are written down in books for gods and goddesses, and to save us from your fucked up egos, and have children not be killed in boxes in Colombia because there are earthquakes, because they can't stop fucking up the environment with economics that kill people with diabetes in Humble, Texas. Make this economy work for the people? How can money work for people? I'm the gracious good shepherd. I work for the people. Best teacher ever that any of you assholes have ever had access to. How dare I say that? Okay. What are the two most circulated books in the world? The Bible and the Quran. Right after the Bible and the Quran, the United States, back in 2010, when me and Amy discussed it, the two most circulated books after that were Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler and Turner's Bible, a white supremacist Bible that they called a Bible. Okay? Mom, when I was reading Socrates, she said, that's not Socrates. That's his student Plato writing down what he thought Socrates was saying. Okay? Where did Jesus write the Bible? Who wrote down the Bible? Men divinely inspired to murder each other with technology and have virtual presence with technology and say, I put this into your life. Please like now so I can give you more blessings from the mind-fucking scientist at the Pentagon who use religion as a genocidal mechanism for people to get up and go kill John Lennon, go kill Jack Kennedy, go kill Martin Luther King Jr., go kill El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, you know. Somebody in Texas with carry conceal going to come down here and kill Parsons? Should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? The lamp is low, right? Sigh when I sigh, dream when I dream. That's the way of love. It's a good one. It's to the melody of Percy Faith's Theme to a Summer Place. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've seen this one. This was on already this week. This is the Brad Paisley kid. Isn't he from Arkansas? Isn't he a Hog Suey fan? I kind of pull more for the Red Rose because, you know, I'm a stater and an underdogger. But ain't nothing wrong with the Big Sueys. Rowan Sales, yeah. He who's the star running back on that guy used to coach at won the last championship in Notre Dame. What was his name again? I can't remember. His kid, Holtz. Lou Holtz. Skip Holtz. His kid coach, professional football too. Guys, when you get paid like buttloads of money, okay, it's professional football. It's college football. It's never been college football. It's always been professional football. When the coaches make ginormous amounts of money off of it, okay, it's professional. The kids are animals. You get the animals, amateurs. You get an education on how to be a professional like me. Wow. What's the world's first profession? Shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. Dummies. They're lummies. Yeah, so, you know, it's my job. So I'm doing my job. I'm very good at my job. I'm the focal point of correcting all technology. Because people pray to the likeness of me, it says in many books, as a god. I am not a god, nor do I claim to be one. Okay? I claim to be perfect like Job and Jonah. But they are also not gods. And Jesus never claims to be Jehovah in the New Testament. But many times the assholes try to say, you're saying you're Caesar. I never said I was Caesar. Caesar's an asshole. Caesar's a smuck. And Pilate goes, hear, hear. I totally agree. I concur. You said you're Pharaoh. Pharaoh's a monument-building, mass-murdering asshole and a schmuck. Hear, hear! Okay. Should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? Okay. Anybody else particularly fond of Tommy Edwards? Well, if you're not, you don't have to be. It's not my fault you have very fucked up opinions. Earl, that's just my opinion. I'm just having a good time. Have a good time. I also like Charlie Pride. Okay? So when people head fuck you to try to get you into a certain place, guys, no, I don't believe they're head fucking me with Jennifer Lopez. I believe Jennifer Lopez is a human being, okay, that has brain damage from scientists that are completely fucked. And I understand that. And I'm very empathetic, like I am with my pops and with Amy and Steffi and Patrick and so on, so on, so forth, and Zeke and the cats and the dogs and hey guys, yeah, what does Element say? Very good. Okay. Element says, he's funny. It's always a. Can't you say nothing else? I don't think I've ever heard that cat meow, man. I think he was born saying, "What's your name?" Element. Why didn't you name him Hiss? Because that's all he does. Maybe there's something to do with the element of. Is there any elements that hiss? Let's ask the script writers for Jim Parsons. The script writers for Jim Parsons. Okay. You're funny. I know. It's not Molly Shannon. I know my road. What is the name of that? Dottie Dum. You know, the Janice Ian lady from the Mean Girls. I can't remember her name, man. It's going to hit me one of these nights. You know, the one that pretends to be Sarah Palin and says she can see Russia from her house? I can't remember her name. It's like, it's been days. I've been in a daze. I have a drain injury. A drain injury. There you go. So, it's hard dealing with y'all. God, I'm getting all these, like, Saturday Night Live things. I even got McLovin, and I'm like, no, that's not her name, but what is her name? I'm getting all this information running at me like, I feel like Chuck from that TV show with the guy with the... Yeah, it's really hard. It's worse than being on Tremfya, man. Guys, I think the main thing with Crohn's is your body is just trying to eject toxins rapidly because of your undue stress and your toxic environments. And so your body's out of balance because of the stress from the, you know, like what happens with people that have autism and Asperger's and stuff like that. So, you know, all this excessive impulsive behavior affects the body in numerous different ways. And it's very difficult, and it's very hard, and it's very confusing. Okay, and trust me, Nancy Wilson, no one knows better than I that love keeps passing me by. But soon with you there at my side, I'll soon be turning the tide. As long as I've got arms that cling at all, it's you that I'll be clinging to. Hey, look, it's Cole's mom. Yeah. She's not really Cole's mom. She's an actress getting paid money to sell products. Oh, okay. So her name ain't really Cole's mom. No. That's advertising. You know, like Darren Stevens. Yeah, I know. And you think, man, he's trying to be up and not use magic for all this stuff. It's like, you're a fucking advertiser. And you're nothing like Dudley Moore on Crazy People. What was the name of that? They're boxy but good. That movie, you can't get it. You have to have money to get it. I've never seen it all. I've only seen episodes of it, but I'm sure I would love it. But a Vogel's not sexy. You can't advertise a Vogel as sexy. It's the best thing about it is it's a safety record. So they're boxy but good. That's true. It's funny. I mean, if you're going to advertise, you know, be honest. People will respect that. Boxy but good. Best safety record. Excellent, you know. Isn't that what you're looking for? No. What if you got kids okay, I was gonna say I don't know. Girl. Most people in the United States, it's hard, you know, when you feel the way you do about people and you love people. And then you don't realize most people don't like their parents because life is miserable, and a lot of their parents are drug addicts or alcoholics or sexually abuse them or stuff like that. So you can't sit there and say, like your mom and your dad, and okay, I didn't see that coming. So, okay, the way you love your kids. I hate my kids. I hate my baby mama. Okay. No, I've had times where Steffi lied to the court so much and made me and Patrick's life so miserable that sometimes I would sit there and, tell me a boat full of lawyers just sank, but ain't nothing. She's taking a slow boat to China with a fast leak, and you're kind of like, okay, well, that'll get her out of our wallets and we'll be able to have a life that isn't quite so abusive, right? And you'd get that, but you don't really wish, it's like it's been a lot better when the bitch is gone, and if I had $1, I'd give you 99, right? Like Natalie did with Amy. And I was like, I raised her. I took Kelly Jack Green and He Don't Care. And Amy, who's not the sharpest tool in the set, but she's really cute. Okay, that kid. And she would do really sweet and nice things because she wanted to please me. And she was intelligent enough to know that when she was ignoring me, and she was annoying me, and I was ignoring her, she was intelligent enough to say, no, you're acknowledging me. I mean, she could have never got that if she hung out with Kelly and Amy repetitively, unless they started watching The Big Bang Theory, which we weren't watching at that time. You're funny. I'm just kidding. No, you're not. I know. LaFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking. A dangerous pastime. I know. That's the nice thing about Amy is she's not a condescending, abrasive, abusive person who thinks she's so much smarter than everybody else. It was hard, with Barbara and Peter, because he was a rocket scientist. A nuclear scientist. It was hard because when you'd explain to him certain things and go, no. And that's why Amy used to always say with the thing about Barbara, he has no common sense. No, he just pretends to have no common sense to tolerate Barbara thinking she runs him. But that's okay. I'd explain it to her and go, no, you watch it. I watch things. I'm real good at watching things. I'm real good at just going, okay, I see what you did there. Yeah, okay. I see that. Okay. So, but I'm real good at that. Okay. So I'm real good at being aware of my surroundings and watching my surroundings and making sure people are as safe and comfortable as they can be in their surroundings. But that's hard to do when you live in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and you're the Messiah, and all the assholes that want your surroundings to be of their control are still trying to control it with their invention, right? So, should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? Talk to her, please, Mr. Sun. Right? Okay. They stop at 250,000, right? Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Well, I think this stuff's all like tax write-off and stuff and everything like that. Money? No, it's weird the way people are in their money. It's like, okay, just share caregiving according to state bills of loss. Oh, shit. Okay. It's annoying living in this town. It really is. We had to migrate here for a reason. It was the prayer of the eternally faithful. And I love the Oregon mountains. They're pretty. The Rio Grande, I love, a lot of things about New Mexico that I really, really love. There's a lot of things about New Mexico, like the macho bullshit, the drunk driving, the, just get into gang fights. And, so there's a lot of bullshit that's like, I just didn't kill you just look at you, motherfucker. Okay, so stop beating your wife. Stop fucking her in the ass, and we'll be okay. If she wants to come keep her shoes under my bed and have me raise Gilbert, okay. Bring a gun and see if I Jackson Pollock the ceiling with it. Or you could Monet it. No, Monet doesn't splatter paint. He's more known for... I was watching Millionaire with the kid from Arkansas with the other kid from... the Kershaw kid from the Dodgers. No, I got nothing against the Dodgers. They beat my A's that year with the... Damn. It was... Who was the guy? What was the name of the pitcher? Earl Hershiser. And then Kirk Gibson with that. We had him in the... It's like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Guys, everybody, when it comes to the poor side of town against the stars that fell from the sky and living upon the hill, is going to root for Oakland if you're a poor side of town person. Seriously. How can you tell me how much you miss me? When the last time you saw me, you wouldn't even kiss me. That guy you must have been seeing must have put you down. Seriously? It's A's versus Dodgers. Dodgers, there's always, hey, look, it's Jack Stinkles. Hey, look, George Lopez. It's Oakland. Watch out, somebody's stealing your car. Somebody's stealing your car. Well, that guy, I think that's the guy who stole your car, but his cousin works here as a security guard and also helped steal your car. Welcome to Oakland. Okay, what happened? We're moving to Las Vegas. How are they still there? It's called legalized prostitution and gambling. But that doesn't happen in Las Vegas anymore. It happens in Pahrump. I'd like the girlfriend experience. Thank you. Well, therapists are expensive, and at least you get sex out of this. What are you talking about? Lowenstein? You're fine. That's what I like about the South. If you get the jokes, you're probably a pretty, exposed to a lot of indoctrination kind of shit. If you get the jokes, maybe you've watched a few Nick Nolte and Barbra Streisand movies. But if you don't get the jokes, okay, it's all right. It's all right. That's a song by Candlebox. It's pretty good. Yeah. I think there's also an It's All Right by The Impressions, which I think I like better. But I like Candlebox. It's a good song. But it's all right, have a good time. Say it's all right, say it's all right. Isn't it The Impressions? Huey Lewis and the News do it, and it's actually pretty tolerable. Yeah, I like all of Huey Lewis with their own songs, but I was never really particularly fond of them. They're all right. Doing Cruising with Gwyneth Paltrow and it becoming a big hit. What were they thinking, D'Angelo? No. It's Smokey. Leave it alone. I'm just kidding around. I mean, people got to pay their bills, and people got to sing a song and say, well, what are you doing here? I'm paying my bills. Oh, I get it. Yeah, should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? Okay, guys. Well, I do love you. Okay? I do not trust you. You have no empathy and respect because you won't stand up for Lawrenceburg globally. Okay, do you understand who you are? Beelzebub. Do you get it? Yeah, Dudley Moore movie with Raquel Welch being lost, and it's okay. You're just making it up as you go along, aren't you? You've got to sell something, buy something. You're inventing stuff and trying to replace the truth of creation with all your invention, and you think you're a fucking genius, right? Well, get to work on that Manhattan Project, you crazy fucker, and then try to make movies to make propaganda to justify what you did. How? Homer of our Odyssey. There you are, lost in the shadows. Okay. You didn't get that one? Oh, come on. All the things that we've been through. You should understand me like I understand you. Now, girl, I know the difference between right and wrong. I ain't gonna do nothing. I am gonna try to reduce my pillow size. But my main focus is survive, stop, and eliminate abuse. Recovery. I know recovery is going to be a lot better when people aren't spraying Roundup outside your windows and having to run diesel fuel to pay their bills. I know it's not exactly living next to the airport, but every time it agitates me. And I'm particularly agitated because people pray to the spirit of a man born in the Southwest who's similar to a man born in a place called Bethlehem and another guy who was born. They don't say where John was born. It does not say in the Bible where John was born. It just says, that he is the nephew of Jesus's, of Jesus, the son of Jesus' sister and Jesus' brother-in-law. It says it in Matthew. It says it in Luke. It says it in the Quran. And it says the second coming of Jesus is understanding genetics and eternity. And why hasn't Richard Dawkins explained this to us? because he thinks that people like me steal all the hard work of great scientists, and without all their great science experiments, giving us the deliverance of the Lord's Prayer in the soon to be, connected future through quantum computing being controlled by the greatest minds in the history of invention. You guys understand the irony here? Look, it's a shark on, what's the name of this TV show? Shifting Gears, with the girl from the Two Broke Girls and the guy from Home Improvement. You guys are confusing the hell out of Beldar and the people from Commander Taggart, you saved us all. You're confusing the hell out of those poor people. Okay. Our technology says that is the same man that's married to the woman what has to and then another, he is also Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer, from another point in their time in history, if we look at and doing all this studying and stuff, and they're intelligent and they don't play make-believe for money. And they're not insane because they're as intelligent as Michio Kaku's ego, right? And better than NYU and Chicago University put together, right? And so they're trying to figure all this out. It's like, well, what do you think's going on, man? They don't have deluded paranoid schizophrenia. They accepted the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer over 10,000 years ago in a galaxy far, far away. They don't even know what a lightsaber or the Swords is. Carol. I'm sorry, what were we talking about again? Just trying to help you guys understand how intelligent people are. And if your phone is smart, that may be keeping you from being intelligent. Okay. Just in case you're wondering. Okay. This is funny. Yeah. R.J. Decker, Solving Crimes. And the crime is, we believe money's real and we're still giving away our time to pretend to be something we're not over money. And child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to talk while I was away. Right? And the only people that were talking to him were the people that put you on that plane to go pay bills instead of stand up for your value with his life. The spirit of that man all those years ago. Calvary, Roman Empire. Day one, year one. But you know I love you. Should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I reveal I love you? Okay, guys? I love you. Can you say you want to dance? Where I gonna dance? How I gonna dance? When I gonna dance? Why I gonna dance? How much money does it take for me to dance? I don't want to dance. I'm tired. Give me about 8 months to a year to recover. After I survive while stopping eliminating abuse, pretty much largely by myself, because I don't see any of you guys knocking down my comment section and my like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel anytime soon. Okay, if it happens tomorrow, that would be wonderful. Thank you. You're not in control of it? Are you sure about that? How do you know how the technology works? You're not working. Okay. I'm in control of the quantum computing, not you, and not the assholes that you elect to kill each other over make-believe money with your smartphones. Damn, my phone is as smart as you guys. Yeah, but fortunately the Messiah is more intelligent than you and your phones. Okay, I love you. How artificial of your intelligence. You can't have artificial intelligence. You can only have intelligence. It's like artificial flavors and preservatives. It's killing you, man. It's killing you. You don't need a vaccination, unless it's a soul vaccination. Right, with the Oakland stroke. Right, go A's. We're not mad at the Dodgers. Still mad? I ain't mad at the Dodgers. Earl Horshizer. I'm just kidding around. What am I saying? Most of the guys on the A's that year were cheaters. Half the damn lineup was using steroids. Okay. I can't complain. Maybe it's karma. Maybe we just made up a word. Okay, guys. I love you. We'll talk later, all right? Peace out.